Hello. I decided to make a video. It's what I usually do when I turn the camera on. Today was one of my last finals as an undergraduate student, which is really weird. I think that this video is going to be about graduation, I guess, and just how I'm feeling about that, which is not pleasant. I think that every other graduation I've had, 8th grade, high school, kindergarten, kidding. It was always something that I anticipated to an extreme degree. I hated high school. I wanted it to end. I think a lot of people can understand that sentiment, but I probably hated it more than most people. I just felt really trapped there, and so when I graduated, it was just this sigh of relief. It was a great thing. It was perfect. And I thought, I guess at the start of this year, that I would feel that way about college, and about my college in particular, because my experience here has not always been the best. I think that I've had experiences, that run the gamut, good ones, bad ones, ugly ones, and it just hasn't always been so positive. And not necessarily because of anyone else's fault, but sometimes, yeah. And I think that I could have done a lot more at a bigger school, but in retrospect, I don't know what more I wanted to do. And now that I'm graduating, I'm beginning to realize how many opportunities I've had here that I've wasted or haven't taken full advantage of, which is really depressing. Also, this has been my home. I've spent a lot of my life moving around and not really ever having like a set home base. And my parents, neither of them have rooms for me in their house. So I've never really had my own space. I've always shared, and, being here, being an RA, having my own room, it's the first time I've had that. I've had my own space. I can make my own coffee. Have my own space for my own clothes. I do my own laundry. I have free reign to do whatever I want. And that's been so pleasant. It's just been such an experience for me because I've never had that before. And that's going away. And I don't know if it's that I'm upset that I'm leaving behind something that's comfortable. I feel like that happens a lot. I feel like people in prison feel that way, I'm sure. That's how I felt when I left treatment. You don't want to leave because change is uncomfortable, but I don't even know if that's it. I think I just really am gonna miss it here, which needs to be put in writing somewhere because no one would believe that, but I really am. I think that when I first got here, I was in such an interesting place in my life. I had just gotten out of treatment and I was commuting, I was living with my parents, and I just had so much hope for college and just so much hope for life, and I kind of lost sight of that in my junior year and just wanted to focus on the negative things. And I think this year I've really just unearthed what I experienced in my sophomore year, just a true appreciation for the school and for the opportunity that was granted to me. I could have not gone back to college. I could not have done anything, but the school accepted me last minute and let me come here. And I think that I've really done everything I could have. I became an RA. I was involved. I could have been more involved, but whatever. I did really well academically. I've done everything I could have done. And it wasn't always the most challenging place. I think it's been personally challenging, in that there, aren't many people here. It's small. And just dealing with people who are just not always the most mature, and trying to handle that, and also trying to gauge my reactions to be the best version of myself. And I think a lot of my time here has been spent being really negative and establishing this reputation for myself as this negative Nancy Daria type, and though that's really fun and funny, and it's part of my charm and my humor, and I'm not like upset about it, I'm kind of amused by it, it also kind of makes me sad. I don't want people to think that I'm truly that way. But, you know, I mean, I think at this point it's too far gone for me to change anyone's opinion here. It's already been established. But I just wish I could have had more time to be who I am, be the very best person I could have been, and instead of trying to impress people by being an asshole. Although, you know, now that I even look back on it, I don't even know how much I was trying to impress people as much as I was just trying to get away from people. But, I mean, I'm really proud of the progress I've made here. I had 3 years of recovery, and I think a lot of it is because I was here. A lot of my struggles have been because I've been here. The food is so terrible, and it really, like, it was really challenging in that way, and it really triggered my behaviors and things like that. But I think that I've definitely made the most of it. I've tried to get involved to help see it get changed, and it did. And I was part of that. And I think that just having so much time for myself and being away from my family, I finally had time to be Jessica and not, you know, have my entire family clawing at me at all hours of the day. And that's been really great too. And I don't know, like, I just think that I'm going to look back on this time in my life and be really proud of the things I've done, and I am. I mean, I got into grad school, like, it's kind of crazy. I actually got another letter of acceptance today, which is just insane. I feel like my life is actually going somewhere, and that's so weird and interesting to me, especially when just 3 years ago I didn't think I would have a future. So it's baffling. It's amazing. I don't know. I think that the progress I was talking about also was that I look back on people that I was friends with my sophomore year and even my junior year, and I don't talk to so many of them anymore, and I think that I stopped being, you know, a doormat, which is really good. I think that's something that I've always aimed to stop being, because it's definitely the role I play in a lot of relationships for whatever reason. I think I like to give people the benefit of the doubt. I like to think people are inherently good when they're really not. And I've had a lot of friends here who have been really bad people, who have had a lot of psychological problems that negative, just that they use to negatively manipulate other people, which I understand is, you know, a part of mental illness, but when you're doing it to people who are trying to care about you, it's really, I can't do anything to help you. And, you know, and I think that I've come a long way in not getting upset about that. I think that, you know, in my sophomore year I would cry about people not talking to me, but, you know, now I think I've reached a point where I have a good enough relationship with myself where I can just be alone and just hang out, and it's okay. And it's, you know, I think that's part of college. I think a big part of college, as much as it is about being social, it's also about being social with you. Being with yourself. I think it's hard enough, you know, without having an eating disorder, to just sit with yourself without, you know, drinking or eating or, you know, doing something to kind of distract yourself. But I think that I've had a lot of time here to be able to begin to make a dent in the relationship I'd like to have with myself, and I think that I've, you know, if this college has given me anything, it's given me that, and I'll be forever in debt to it. I'm really sad. I'm just really sad to graduate, and I think that I'm not leaving enough behind, and I wish I could. So I guess really what the aim of this video is to just make the most out of what you have in your college years, because even though, you know, it might not be the best, at least it's something. And 4 years is a really long time to grow and to, you know, become a person. So make the best of them, because I really didn't all the time, and I regret it. But yeah, that's really it. I'm gonna go finish enjoying my coffee on this disgustingly rainy day, and I hope you all have a lovely weekend. And